Thank you very much. Just to take advantage of these few seconds, since the time is limited, I'm going to share the experience of a joint program that as UN Habitat we implement with the UNHCR and IOM in response to the crisis of Venezuela, which since 2015 has seen more than 7 million people live in the country and been hosted in mainly in Latin America. So in this joint program, all the three agencies, they put together their expertise, their strength into this initiative. So as I said, more than 7 million left Venezuela. The majority stayed in the region, in the Latin American region, and the overwhelming majority stayed in cities of Latin America. But not in any place of the cities, in places like the picture that you can see there. So the most vulnerable, they end up in poor neighborhoods, informal settlements, and there is where they try to find a cheaper accommodation, cheaper housing, and to find employment, maybe in the informal sector, but strengthening their vulnerability in doing so, no? Because they go in places where there are already deficits of access to rights, services, opportunities, etc. So this program acts mainly in three dimensions, let's say. The first one on data, the second one on multi-scale planning, and the third one on territorial actions. So materializing actions on the ground. On the first topic of data, we came up with an innovative tool, what we call the Urban Inclusion Marker. This is a tool, a composite index, I would say, which was transformed in an integrated tool that takes into consideration more than 30 indicators. And as you can see, it can generate maps like this, where the darker areas are the areas where the access to rights, services, and opportunities is more a challenge. And as you can see, those circles are where the population, the migrants' population, is actually living, is concentrating. So as you can see, all or barely all are areas that suffers of these deficits. So in terms of planning, as I said, we are talking about multi-scale planning. So we support the local authorities to make plans for more inclusive cities at city level. Then we go down at the neighborhood level. We work with the communities to come up with plans that can respond to their needs, and they are aligned to the other scale. No? So we do a lot of participatory work. And then in those areas in those neighborhoods, we work a lot with the communities. And in this program, we had so many micro projects with the community to respond to their needs. And at the spatial level, these are the results. So more than 26 public spaces were renovated, were improved in these poor neighborhoods with people from the migrants groups and the local people. And this is seen as the best, a formidable way to promote integration, because you put together people of different origins, having a dialogue, finding a consensus on their physical space, which we find that is probably the best tool that we can use. Another interesting tool is to work with kids on safe routes to school for children. These are the results. So this is another way to put children together, parents together, to discuss the route to the school and to improve not only the aesthetics, the safety of it, improving illumination, and so on. Another tool is to support community centers that are working in these poor neighborhoods to strengthen the perspective of diversity and the perspective of inclusion. And these are some of the centers that we supported, and we created an international global network that now includes 102 centers in 13 countries, where they share their experience. And even there we have found incredible experiences, people working with deaf children, learning music. So you can imagine the challenge there, and people working with arts, creativity as a tool to foster integration. Another thing is muralist programs. So these are asked by all cities and neighborhoods to improve the aesthetic of the neighborhoods and engaging with the people from the migrant community and the local community, using the common language of art and channeling messages of inclusion, of solidarity, etc. Then, this is more of the same. We also worked on campaigns just to show, to send the message of the opportunity that reside in integrating migrants. This is a great opportunity for cities, for communities to also address problems that the cities and the neighbors were having even before the migrants arrived to the places. So sport, music, art, and culture as tools for integration. Then, of course, we couldn't miss the part of socioeconomic integration. So we supported enterprises, and even there we tried to incorporate a territorial, a spatial perspective. And another important thing, the benefit for the common good, for the overall community. So as you know, whenever we support only the refugees and migrants in poor communities, the risk is to get more xenophobia, because these are also places where the people, they are in need. So to focus on enterprises that can have a benefit also for the entire community was our priority. And from the spatial perspective, we improved the labor security. So in these spaces, physical spaces, those that are working there, mainly migrants, were having a better environment, more secure, a space where, I don't know, maybe the woman can give, can breastfeed the child and all of that. External spaces of the shops, for instance, that become public spaces with better illumination, better lighting, and some benches, interventions of this, micro-intervention, but with a big impact. And to conclude, another important element, to recognize the people there in this poor community. There are amazing people spending their days for the others, both migrants, refugees, and the local people. We have here migrants that have set up a radio station, another one that is a professor, a retired professor that is teaching kids in the streets of the poor neighborhood. We have another one that is a comic. I don't know, that makes laugh the children and so on. So we have incredible people there that we wanted to recognize, and this has strengthened also the integration itself. Seeing these people as role model, you can have these phenomena to be scaled up. So among the lessons learned, the importance to involve refugee and migrants in local development plans, so to have them factored in, the territorial approach and the habitat co-creation as great tools, as the best tool, because we need to come to an agreement if we wanted to manage a public space in front of our house, and this is a way also to smooth the conflicts and to create integration. The notion of the right to the city, no time to explain that, but it's basically the right for everybody to enjoy the rights, services, opportunities that a city can give you independently if you are living in a very good centrality of the city or in a periphery or in an urban settlement. And then through this recognition of the people that are working on this, also to inspire this concept of solidarity and community work and good leadership also. So I think that's it. Thanks. Thank you.